You all, I love the house of Amouage, but it's a house that you cannot blind buy from, and I tell y'all that every video. So of course, I'm following my own rhetoric, and we ordered samples, and I have some thoughts on these fragrances, so let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. These Marie here. Yes, we're doing a sampling series video. This time, it's about the house of Amouage. This is a house that if you would go by social media, you would swear up and down that Amouage only existed once Guidance came around. Don't get me wrong, Guidance is good. It came out last year, took the internet by storm. However, we're not gonna act like Amouage has been putting out fragrances for like 40 years and all of them haven't been heavy hitting. In fact, even stronger, if not even louder than Guidance. We're not finna act like that. I just say all that to say that this is one of those type of videos where we're going to take a moment to go into deep tracks with the house and not just talk about what's popular or trending at the moment. If you notice, everything I talk about in this fragrance has been out for years, so none of these are new releases, and that was by design because I just really wanted to explore more into the house of Amouage. So as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. Where is my lipstick? Lipstick of the day today, everyone. It's a new color from MAC, you all, and this is the MAC Captive Audience lipstick from their new lineup of mattes that are more comfortable. I like this. It's like a nice plum berry color. I've been looking for this type of shade, and I happened upon it randomly, and I was like in Ulta. I was like, yes. Let me know what you think about it. As always, beauty details about everything on my face will be in the description box below, as well as the fragrances I talk about. Everything will be linked and tagged below, so you don't have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and I decided to rock out with Kilian's Forbidden Games, you all. This one, I wasn't sure if I had smelled it before or not, or if I had smelled it, it had been a minute. But anywho, I picked it up recently, so we are enjoying this one. I'll have more thoughts on it in a later video. But yes, fragrance of the day is Kilian's Forbidden Games. And now let's get into this sampling series video about the house of Amouage. I ordered these 4 samples from Scent Splint. This is not a sponsor or anything. I spent my own money. I just was curious and they had the samples that I wanted. But I always like to tell you all where I get my samples from. I get those questions a lot. So yes, Scent Splint is where I got them from. I would tell you the 4 I got and the year they came out, so you know what I mean by these are not new releases at all. So the 4 samples that I ordered, and I ordered 2 ml sprayer glass samples. So if you're wondering, because they have different sizes that you can order. 2 ml with a sprayer, I'm good. I know if I want a fragrance or not after that. So I ordered Epic Woman, which came out in 2009. Then I ordered Interlude Woman, which came out in 2012. I also ordered Journey Woman, which came out in 2014. And then I decided at the last second to throw in a sample of Ashore, and Ashore came out in 2020. So again, all these have been out for years. But I'm like, okay, nobody talks about these, and I'm just kind of interested. And plus I started doing a deep dive late night of looking up notes and stuff, and some of the notes in these was just really sticking out for me. So here we are. So let's get into it, you all. So the first one, it wasn't so much about the notes, it was the bottle for me. And we're talking about Amouage's Interlude Woman. The reason you hear me say woman after a lot of these is because they have male counterparts. There's an interlude man as well. So again, this is the Interlude Woman that we're talking about. I will have pictures up of all the bottles, so you know what I'm talking about throughout the video. But back to Interlude Woman, you all. This one, the notes are extremely interesting, and just reading this, I was like, I don't know where this is going to take me. I don't know, but I'm along for the ride. So let's go. Top notes for Interlude Woman, you all, are bergamot, grapefruit, ginger, and taget. Then the heart notes, y'all, are frankincense. Then we have rose absolute. Then we have orange blossom. Then we have jasmine, open ox. And then in the base, you all, we have vanilla, benzoin, amber, sandalwood, agar wood, oak moss, y'all. And then we have leather, tonka bean, musk, and animale. So I'm like, okay. Interesting enough, I was like, okay, ginger, grapefruit, we got frankincense, we got benzoin, we got animale, these oak moss. What I'm watching, there's gonna always be a lot going on. So I'm gonna be honest, this one I was nervous by. Once I got it, I was like, we're gonna see. But let me tell y'all what it was giving. This, by the way, is classified as a sheeper floral. This fragrance is so peculiar. It doesn't smell like anything I have ever smelled before. Truly unique, y'all. I'm gonna tell you this right now. They were not lying about this having an animalic quality, because I actually get that animalic quality up front. Like, it hits you in the nose. And I'm gonna tell you how I know it's very animalic for sure. I went to the zoo recently. Yes, I went to the zoo for a holiday event recently. So, I mean, that is just peak animals, okay? Especially walking about cat country and everything. Yeah, the animalic was animalicing for sure. And that's what I'm getting in the opening of this scent. So first smelling it, I was like, what have I ordered? And once again, this is why you don't blind buy Amouage. I keep telling y'all this because I was like, what is happening? But one thing too with Amouage, you always gotta let them dry down because it takes you on a journey. Like what you get at first is not what you end up with, and that is the case with Interlude Woman, right? As this dried down, I got more of the florals, and I was like, okay, this isn't bad. This is more of a winter fragrance, by the way. It's cold weather because she loud. She very loud. I got more of the leather and things going on in it. This one is super peculiar. However, this is one that I wasn't even asking for an opinion or not, but the head elf asked me what I had on. He's like, I like it. And I was like, you do? I said, I just knew you would hate this one because again, I'm thinking about the animalic notes and everything. He's like, no, I like it. He says, it's giving me winter vibes. He's like, it's like you need to be dressed up some for them. He said, but that's different. It smells rich. I was like, okay. Again, fragrance is subjective. This one, I'm like, it's peculiar. My mind isn't fully made up on this one because I've only really worn it around the house because I'm kind of unsure about it. So once I wear it outside, you know, around people and things more, then I have a like fully formed opinion on it. So for right now, this is a maybe. But it's not a love. I can tell you that right now. It's definitely not a love. And that again is Interlude Woman. Now this next one, I have heard a little bit more buzz about this one. People that love this next one, they love it. And we're talking about Epic Woman. I gotta admit, the bottle, the green and gold, I'm definitely here for that. Regal. It's giving rich. So this one's considered a ambery and spicy scent. And again, it's for the ladies. Now one thing about Epic Woman, this one also has a extrait version. It's called Epic 56. So whenever I notice, whenever Amouage does an exceptional extract of something, that means the original version, people were really buying it, is well loved. So it's like, okay, we're going into this one with higher hopes than we did say Interlude. So the notes of Epic Woman, you all, we have our cumin, pink bay, and then we have cinnamon. Then in the heart notes, y'all, we have Damascene rose, geranium, jasmine, and tea. Then in the base notes, we have amber, musk, oud, frankincense, gaiac wood, orris, sandalwood, patchouli, and vanilla. Now I gotta admit, the notes for Epic Woman are a lot more friendlier than say Interlude Woman were. However, the cumin note, that one is kind of a tricky note for me just traditionally in other fragrances. So I was kind of like, I don't know, we're gonna see. Plus, whenever it's something spicy, I'm not the biggest fan of say spicier scents, but this is more so a spicy rose, how it's been explained to me. So let me tell you what I got, y'all. The cumin is prominent when it first opens. I was like, I was afraid of that. I was like, I don't know. But luckily it dried down and died down as we went on with this fragrance. I was like, okay, good. Then the rose began to shine in this scent. I'm like, okay, now I can get on board here. Rose, and then patchouli was starting to happen. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this. And then it hit me why I began to gel with this scent, because it kind of reminds me of another rose and patchouli centered fragrance. And that fragrance is my beloved Portrait of a Lady. It's kind of in the same family as this. However, this one is heavier on the rose note. And there's also some incense and things in Portrait of a Lady, whereas Epic Woman is spicier. So they are different, similar but spicy, but at least it took me picking up on that correlation for me to enjoy this scent. I was like, okay, because y'all know I love Portrait of a Lady. So I'm like, okay, Epic, there's hope for you. Okay, this one I will put on the maybe. I feel a little bit better about this one again than I do Interlude. So this is one I'm like, okay, I'm gonna revisit, play in. This is also a cold weather scent too, because again, it's spicy. It gotta be cold for me to wear these. I'm talking 40 and below. So that again is Epic Woman. Gotta like spices though. Gotta be in a spicy mood for this one. Now this next one again is Ashore. Now Ashore again, I barely was interested in this one. I just threw it in at the last second. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and get 4 samples and round out this order, right? You know, I was in a good mood. I was like, plus, you know, let's just throw in a random, let's see what happens. Ashore is considered a floral fragrance. So we have top notes of pink pepper, we have cardamom oil, turmeric leaf oil. In the middle, we have jasmine sandbag, we have solar accord and rose absolute in here. Then in the base, you all, we have ambergris accord, olibanum, and then we also have sandalwood too. And I also want to note that this one they have written up to be a summer fragrance. And I was like, that's not really Amouage's style to be like a summer fragrance. All their stuff just gives more cold weather, heavy hitting and things. So that's why I did get intrigued by Ashore. And let me tell y'all something. This was a love at first sniff. And to think I almost didn't order it. Y'all, Ashore, why isn't Ashore talked about more? I've seen some buzz on it. To be fair, this is the most recent out of the bunch. Out of all of these, again, it was a 2020 release. But no, this is beautiful. If you like jasmine and solar notes, and that's why I say this is a unique take on summer, because normally everything goes more sunscreen, coconut for summer. How they did the jasmine in here, y'all, with the solar notes and the ambergris, unique. Talk about a scent. It still smells rich and fresh at the same time. Plus, you know, it's Amouage. It's gonna last forever. You don't have to worry about that. This, I'm gonna tell you right now, it will be on my spring and summer 2025 wish list. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. This is everything for warmer weather. Ashore, wow. Feminine, beautiful femininity in a bottle, but a summery take on it. I love this. I love this. I love this. This is a win. Ashore, automatic yes. As soon as I finish my sample, because again, we're doing it in 2025, finishing samples first before we order the full size bottle, I'm gonna need Ashore. She is excellent. And then the last one that we have, this is actually the fragrance that inspired me to place the order, because this is one, again, doing my deep track search. I'm like, let me just see what else is out there with the House of Amouage. Again, they've been around since the 80s, and it's just other things. I know they got some other notes out here, right? Y'all, this next one is Journey Woman. This one is considered a floral. I love the whole burgundy and gold packaging for this one too. Very nice, very elegant. But y'all, for me, this one, unlike the others with the bottle and things or just randomness, it was the notes for me that intrigued me for this one. So with the Journey Woman, we have top notes of apricot, jasmine tea, osmanthus, nutmeg, and cardamom. Heart notes, y'all. We have jasmine, sambac, mimosa, honey, and cedarwood. Then in the base, y'all, we have our pipe tobacco, saffron, we have vanilla and cypriol and musk in here. So for me, I'm gonna tell you, it was the fact, the apricot in here, osmanthus. When I saw nutmeg, cardamom, and honey, I said, oh, and there's a little bit of saffron too. I said, I feel like this is gonna be a win. I almost blind bought this, but I was like, no, again, you do not blind buy Amouage, because you just never know what you're gonna get, because they just do everything different. Let me tell you something. Love at first sniff, my gut was right. This one is a certified banger, and I'm trying to understand why people do not talk about Journey. I don't get it. If you like apricots, if you like honey, the nutmeg, and y'all, this is so good. This is so good. It's even fruity, but also heavy hitting, some spices. It's December when I'm filming this in the middle of the holiday season. You can wear this right now because of the nutmeg in it and the cardamom, like the saffron. Y'all, this one blew me out the water. Like, yes, this one out of all of them stole the show, and this was the one I wanted the most, so that makes me even happier. And I'm like, yes, I'm getting better with picking things out based off of notes. Y'all, Journey Woman is everything. This is fabulous. But I love apricots and osmanthus anyway. It's just, And then how this smells on paper, it sings even better on skin. Because I tested all these on paper as well as on skin. Y'all know that's how we do here. But for the new people, yes, we test on skin over here too. But Journey Woman, hands down, one of the most slept on Amouage fragrances for the ladies. The Journey Woman, everything. This is everything. I'm gonna tell you, out of all of these, it took everything in me not to go ahead and buy a bottle, because again, I'm trying to do right and use up my samples first and things. I need Journey. This will probably be one of the first fragrances I purchase in 2025. So you already know it's coming. Journey Woman, fire. Fire. It needs to be talked about more. Criminally underrated. So all right, everyone, that wraps up this sampling series video on these Amouage fragrances. Let me know what you think, and do you agree with my take on that? Like, y'all, Amouage just has a lot more to offer. So, you know, we have to branch out, you know, and step out from just what's hyped up right now, because again, they have a whole catalog. And even with me doing this sampling series video, I've talked about I've done a previous sampling series video and stuff too. I still haven't smelled a majority of the fragrances. They have so many, plus they have a men's line. Like, it's so much with this house. So I gotta say, this is a house that turns heads. Every time I wear Amouage fragrances, somebody comments, you don't smell like anybody else. Just unique, regal. This house is the one for me. I'm loving it. But I love the fact that it's a challenge too. So that is why I highly recommend sampling Amouage fragrances for yourself. And yeah, let me know what you think about the fragrances. And as always, I will read your comments and respond when I can. So until next time else, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye y'all.